It's my favorite time of year.
Hello guys, and I'm trying to be quiet, but I don't know if you can really do that when you're wrapping presents. Our kids are all asleep in their beds, and we're doing our yearly wrap and chat where we wrap and chat with you guys. Anyway.
Self-explanatory, as they say.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we have all of their presents out and we are wrapping them. I don't know how many we'll get through. Last year, I think we got interrupted.
I thought we did it all, but
Yeah.
I think we finished
We
everything.
got interrupted by Lily.
Probably since.
Yeah. So, and that might happen again tonight. But anyway, I did ask you guys to give some questions and then deleted the post before I screenshotted. And so I posted again on Instagram, and y'all gave a few questions. One friend in particular asked 5. Can you guess
It's a little
who that was?
overboard. I know exactly who it was.
Who was it?
It was Jill.
It was Jill. Anyway, so we're going to get started wrapping and then answering some of y'all's questions. Okay, so the first question was, we'll start easy. Okay. The first question was a simple, how did you guys meet? So we met in high school. That's the short version of it. We were both in choir together. I was a sophomore. You were a junior.
That's correct. You have such a good memory.
Elephants never forget. Anyway, so we actually have gone to school together since we were in first grade. I was in first, you were in second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was in first, he was in second. But we never, knew each other until then. So
because, when you don't know a younger kid in elementary school.
Anyway, so we met in high school in choir. And it was love at first. Just kidding. It wasn't.
It wasn't. I wouldn't. It
For
was.
one of us,
it was
it
physical
was.
attraction at first for high schoolers.
For one of us, it was love at first.
Oh.
No. Anyway.
Let's tell our whole life story.
Anyways, so a long
Yeah.
story short, that spiraled into it started as a crush, but then we became really good friends.
We did.
And then
Someone made that difficult, but yes.
Yeah.
We were friends.
Anyway, and then we dated for a little stint, and then we're really good friends, and we were best friends into college. He graduated before me, and then we full on, very seriously started dating. When you were in college, I was still in high school, so we're a year apart. So
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's kind of the shortened version of the long story. And then we went to college together and got engaged and got married, and here we are. So we've been together kind of since I was in high school, and then, but we've been married almost 16 years. So that's that.
That's that.
I also realized that I just did all that talking, and you've been sitting here rapping, and I haven't rapped anything. So.
Well, some people can just get straight to work, and others just like to talk on the job.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Some people
so
can
one of the
multitask.
things, this wrapping paper.
Papier. I love a good papier. When I think of Christmas, I always think of wrapping papier. Ow.
Anyway, this wrapping paper is really ugly. That's what I was going to say. But
I love a good nutcracker.
I got this
You put me
forever ago no, this is for Noah's. I got this forever ago in a 4-pack after Christmas for $1 for 4 rolls. And so this is what happens. We assign it one to each kid. So all of their presents are wrapped in one type of wrapping paper. Saves tags.
So the youngest kid gets the
Makes it
ugliest.
fun.
Yeah. Makes it fun.
Well, it's
also,
the only boyish paper.
Well, here's the deal. if you're the youngest, you get the ugliest because you don't know any different.
Oh, he'll like it. It's got a man on it. I guess I could use Santa.
No, it doesn't matter.
We don't do Santa. But again, when wrapping paper's $1 for a 4-pack, it doesn't matter.
I mean, who cares?
Anyway, so let's get to some more of these questions.
Okay, question number 2.
Let's see if you can figure out who asked.
Shh, I'm cutting paper. It's very important.
Okay. Who asked this question? First of all, okay, wait. No, we'll ask this one. Have you pranked each other, and what did you do? Have we ever pranked each other?
We're not prankers. I'm not a big pranker. I find it mean-spirited.
I'm just not creative enough.
I'm like, well, it's not. I could probably. We play jokes on each other, but I would never say we pranked each other.
Yeah,
We're boring.
I was gonna say. I think the closest. Yeah, like we joke with each other all the time, and like we're really goofy and dumb, for lack of a better word. But
this video.
But anyway, but I guess the closest of like pranking, but it's not a prank at all, is like he has tricked me before where like he's done this 2 different times where when I was way back when I was working and our kids were in daycare. I went to work one day. He went to work one day.
Oh, no,
I came home and he had taken the day off and cleaned the whole house and made dinner and all this other stuff.
And then when she walked in the door, a bunch of water dumped on her head. That would be a prank. Don't me like did something nice for you.
I said it wasn't.
That's what I mean. It's like that's
but
what I mean.
Anyway,
like
so
surprises maybe.
Surprises.
But, wow, that was a long time ago. I did something like that.
I know.
I couldn't do anything like that anymore.
I think you could if you got creative.
How could I pretend that I went into work? I'm going to pretend I go into work, and I'm going to go into the office, but not really work the entire day. That's all I can
I don't know. Okay.
Haha, I didn't actually work today.
Okay, so here we go. Whose farts smell worse?
That's mine. That's
you or John?
It's not even remotely a...
Who asked that question?
That was Jill, surely.
Yeah. Okay.
Whose fart smell worse? Whose fart smelled so bad it ruined the honeymoon? That's more of an accurate question.
That's a story we're not going to get into because
that's like a 14
it's like
minutes,
embarrassing for him. But anyway.
Is it? I don't.
Long story short, we went on our honeymoon. Went to this amazing restaurant in Hilton Head, and they have delicious hush puppies. But the seasoning they use is not a great combination in mass quantities. Apparently,
not good for my stomach.
And John
had an adverse reaction.
And we ended up going to a 24-hour pharmacy in the middle of the night to get Gas X.
I hope you can. I hope they can hear you over my loud rapping.
I hope so too.
Very bad.
Okay.
I'm glad it's cut out of the camera and you can't see how bad I'm doing.
Should we hold it up for the camera
No.
when you're done? You have hard pack. I have not wrapped one thing. Okay.
Seriously?
Okay. Hold on. What's your favorite quality about each other? That's a good one.
Your favorite quality? You have to go first.
Really?
Well, maybe you should rap. I don't know.
I've been talking the most, so you go first.
I've talked quite a bit, but I've just been multitasking. You know, I feel like a bit of a multitasker you are.
The best quality.
Qualities. What's a quality?
John has an ability. John is a people person. He has an ability to. Can you stop for a second?
Hang on a second.
Here, I'll help you.
Yeah. This is a little bit tricky.
Teamwork.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There you go.
This would be a top one for John. So John is a big people person. Like, he's typically an introvert, would much rather hang out at home. But when he gets in a group of people, you can't tell. And he literally, like, kind of takes over the room, so to speak.
I wouldn't say that I'm an introvert, though. I don't know.
Anyway. He does prefer home, though. But when given the choice...
probably work better in a crowd of people, but yeah.
Yeah, so and that's really cool. Like he's wait.
Go ahead.
He's a person that, like, quote unquote, has never known a stranger, and is like has one of those personalities that's super likable. And so yeah.
Cool.
There you go. There's
you.
your quality.
Thank you.
That's a really
Yeah,
good one,
that
though.
was sweet of you.
It
to
works
say.
great. It works great. I've seen firsthand.
It works
And
great for you.
now listen.
Okay. Yeah.
Dealing with evangelism
Oh yeah. I
and
mean,
like sharing the gospel and like relating to people and breaking down like those walls and barriers. He connects really well with people, and people have like this very trusting, you know, he's a very trustable person, I guess. And so somebody who's never even met John before, like I've seen in situations where he shared the gospel, and it just like breaks down any barriers that would be there otherwise. And so, yeah, that's why.
Oh, that was nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be hard to put just like one thing on there. Yeah, you're a very selfless person. So, like, you're always putting others before yourself. Every time. So.
Well, thanks, babe.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
you're the best.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So, there was another one. Oh, this is a fun one.
Okay.
This is a fun
I'm
one.
going to cut while you
Well,
read.
actually, let's go ahead and do this one.
Okay.
And this will be kind of quick. So, have you ever had any privacy concerns about having a YouTube channel? So, this is something, yes. There are some precautions. Trying to be really quiet when you cut. Just go for it. There you go. There are some precautions that I do take. I don't share like our location. I mean, y'all can kind of, like, those of you who are local-ish probably can tell that we're local-ish to you.
I think the easiest way to put it, because you said it's like an easy, quick answer, is just like you're just cautious about what you give out and what
Yeah.
you say.
I finished my first one.
Congratulations, I have 3 done. I'm killing you. I'm going to win the race.
Okay.
It's all a competition.
It is not at all.
Yours will be better, mine will be done fast.
Okay, so the next one was Jill says, "How much do you love me?" Jill, to the moon and back. No, I really do. I love you, Jill. What 3 items would you bring on a deserted island?
I don't know what happened with this paper here.
Did you hear me?
What 3 items would you bring on a deserted island?
I don't know. I don't know what I would bring.
You can't even think of something?
Well, if you're on a deserted island,
You
would
need to
you
be
have time
resourceful.
to pick what 3 items you even bring?
Well, I'm just saying if you had the opportunity to pick 3 items, what would those 3 items be? So, like, okay, so I would say Bible. I would say, I don't know. I guess you have to do something to build a fire. So, like I said, like flint or something. And then, like, some kind of, like an axe or something. Those would be my 3
Oh,
items.
a multi-tool.
Multi-tool. There you
Yeah,
go.
because,
That's a
you know,
good
they
idea.
make them with, like, a little
like
little
a real
axe.
nice one.
They even make them with flint in them, some of them.
Oh wow! See, so you killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So
See?
there you go, a
A
multi-tool.
multi-tool.
You outfought me already.
Let's see, what else? A cast iron skillet. You can do anything with a cast iron skillet, I'm convinced. You can use it as a weapon, too.
You could.
You could break the
I saw
handle
it.
off if
I saw,
you needed to.
I saw it
and
I saw it in a
forge
movie
it
once.
into a knife.
I saw a
Did
cast
you
iron
hear me?
skillet. Yeah. Forge it into a knife.
But you have a multi-tool, so you don't need
Well,
that.
I mean, but here's the deal:
guess
is what are you going to
weapons
do?
are good.
What are you going to use to forge it? Okay. Okay, so you said a multi-tool.
Seeds.
Seeds?
Yeah. Like like they have the survival pack of seeds, like that comes with like a bunch of different seeds in it.
Yeah.
Seeds. So you can grow some food.
I was just hoping the food was already there on the island.
I don't know.
I probably should have said like a water filter or something.
A sewing kit.
That's a good idea. I would just make my clothes out of the bamboo and the nature around me. I don't know. He did it on Castaway.
Adam and Eve it up.
There, we made it through that question.
Okay.
That was a train wreck.
What is your favorite game? I like Scrabble.
And you have to find out. Scrabble? We do, and we have a giant Scrabble board.
We do. My mom got us the giant one from Costco. That spins.
I really always enjoy when we... Risk is fun, but it's a bit cumbersome, in some ways. Not as much as Axis and Allies, but...
I don't really play Risk.
Yeah, but I would say Ticket to Ride is probably my favorite. Because it's a simple game that you can play with the kids, and it's
and you can have some strategy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always win, so there's that, too.
I win. I have a good poker face. Don't I?
Yeah, sure.
When we play games.
I've never played poker against you. Well, I have. That's not true.
You know what I mean? With games,
yes.
Like I don't let on very easily.
The first time we ever played that, we won against our friends. Whose is this stuff? May I ask?
Lily's.
That's Lily's. So am I going to do the polka dots?
No, save the polka dots for a boy. Do this one for her. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of traditionalists, I guess, when it comes to games. I do like to play cards,
We do like to play lots of card games.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them that we like to play.
Rummy and I don't know what else.
Wow.
There's
We like Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
that one's fun.
We used to like Sushi Go, but we lost that, I think.
I think it's in our camping stuff, and it just never made its way back out.
That's how much we play it. So
I know a game John loves. Hold on. Yahtzee.
Sure, I love a good game of Yahtzee.
No, there's a joke behind that.
I don't know what the joke is. This is an inside joke, and I'm a part of it. I don't get. So.
Come on.
These are yours.
This was forever ago. That's probably why he forgot. Because I'm the elephant. I never forget.
And I always forget.
But once I tell you, you'll remember.
Okay.
When the boys were little, the two older boys, we were camping at our favorite camping place.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a family beside us, and they played Yahtzee the entire time.
And just
now
kept
you
shaking
remember.
the dice.
And all you'd hear is, finally, the last night, he goes, I'm going to go crazy. Because of just like, of the cup with the Yahtzee dice.
It's a little bit too much Yahtzee.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody playing Yahtzee that much. But anyway.
Well, they loved it. That was a really long time ago.
Oh my goodness.
No wonder I forgot about it.
It was. That's all the questions, but I don't know. We'll just kind of rap and chat.
That's what the name of the video is. Once again, I'm more of a speed rapper than I am a precision rapper, I would say.
That's funny. Have you thought about like goals and stuff for the new year?
No, I'm not you know me, I'm not a goal-oriented kind of fella. I'm just trying to survive today, not figure out what I'm going to do next month.
I think about it because, the YouTube aspect, like coming up with goals. But I think I would think about it anyway. Just because, like, today I got my little notification that I finished for the year for, like, my Goodreads
Did you do all your reading?
I did over my amount.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, and I'm actually probably going to finish a couple more before the new year. So,
I definitely watched my allotment of documentaries via...
Was that your goal?
No.
To watch documentaries?
No, it wasn't.
That's not a bad one.
I really wanted to finish that
personal goal. Watch every
that Shelby
documentary
Foot
on
book, but that didn't happen. That definitely didn't happen.
Anyway,
I'd like
so
to just do one of those.
that was just one of the things that got me thinking.
No, yeah,
so
you're fine.
one of the things I really enjoyed, like, it being a goal of mine to read more, read and
You have
listen to
read a lot more.
audiobooks.
You've gone through lots of books.
And I'm just not a TV person anymore, like a lot more. You know what I mean? She's gonna.
How am I gonna wrap that? She will like this. Is it a purse?
Yes.
Man,
She
bless
is
her.
gonna die. You know she will.
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna wrap the
Just
thing.
stick it in some paper and roll it up like a tube.
So I never know what's gonna hit her.
When it comes to wrapping presents for our kids,
Just who cares? Because they're just gonna rip it
they're
all
just
open.
gonna rip it open.
I see all
Anyway,
these pictures of people with their nice
I do
1,000
that.
gifts.
I do that for like your parents and mine, like the nice wrapping. But
like wad up the purse.
when our kids
In a
grow
ball.
up and they have families of their own, then I'll spend more time wrapping their gifts.
To impress the in-law, the
No,
daughter-in-law,
no,
make her feel bad. Megan,
no.
your mother always wraps the presents so beautifully. How can I compete with that?
No, that's not at all.
Is that what you're gonna do? Torture the poor girl.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
goals is what we
Anyways.
were talking about. Goofus.
Going down a rabbit trail.
Yes. Anyway, I don't know what rabbit.
Goals.
Oh.
You're talking about goals. I don't know.
Sorry. Goals, yes. So, I do want to continue with the reading thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
that
think you
was
should. That was a good idea.
yeah.
Something
But
I should do.
You
but
should. You should.
I want to
It's
read
fun.
3 books. What if the books are really long? What if the books are really long?
Loud noises.
I talk loud.
Yeah.
I have voice modulation. I'm really insensitive.
Oh my word. Anyway, but the kids and I were talking,
Uh-oh.
and we want to try to make it a point.
You want to get a dog? Is that your goal for 2023?
You know
See,
what?
no, she doesn't
No,
want a dog
listen.
anymore. Thank God.
That is on the back burner.
The financial burden of
I
a
just
dog.
can't, you guys. I can't. We were really close.
Really?
Yeah, we were. We were really close to getting a dog this summer.
You were really close to trying to talk me into getting a dog, I think is what you needed to say.
Well,
That's probably-
because you said that
I finally broke down
that
and just said,
if
get a
Noah,
dog.
No, you said if Noah was potty trained, and he was potty trained.
And you said no. Yeah, that's true.
And then it made
Thank
me
gosh.
sick to my stomach to think about,
Training a dog.
well, that, but like the financial part of it.
Well, yeah.
I don't
mean,
know. It's really hard. I mean, I love animals. Anyway,
We do love a dog, but
we'll just cuddle our chickens and our bunny.
we do have a bunny.
And
so.
he's gonna live for a long time. We didn't realize how long they live when we got him. But that's okay.
And
He's
by we,
super
you mean
sweet.
you, because I didn't do any research.
Well, he's the kid's rabbit, but he just loves me. He does. He loves me. Anyway.
All right. So goal is to keep reading the books.
Okay, so the kids and I, sorry, you interrupted because you said a dog. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry. I said I keep really
The kids
railroading
and I were
her.
talking about we
answer.
really want to go hiking at least minimum of twice a month. I think that's attainable because we live
Oh,
close to.
In the
well,
summer, you could do more than.
But
twice
not
a
only
month,
that,
though,
like
so.
we live close to. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of places to go on a little hike, like a small hike.
Yeah.
Any other
We
kid?
live in East Tennessee,
I'm down
there's
2
hiking
kids, and we're going
everywhere.
to do half of these, but like.
We have state parks and a national park right at our doorstep. So. Anyway.
I need. Take
Yes.
432. You think that's enough wrapping
We don't
paper?
have any tapes. This is a pretty raw
This is about as raw
video.
as it gets.
Anyway, the only editing.
You know what? We're gonna have to redo this whole thing. My hair has been messed up this entire video.
You don't have any hair.
It's rude. I think some lady called me ugly in the comments one time. Didn't she?
It wasn't a lady.
It was a man?
It was some random guy.
He was jealous.
That was
very jealous.
You know, you get those like haters that randomly, like, you wonder why they click on your videos.
I can understand. I can understand being people. Oh no, people being upset about being bullied online, but I'm not one of those.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something.
Me. Can't bully me. I don't care.
The questions about so I'll just tell you, if you're ever on YouTube, you got to have thick skin, okay? Because people are ridiculous. People are insane sometimes. You remember my Christmas video last year?
And yeah, it's like people complain because you give your kids it's like a double-edged sword. People claim that you give your kids too much gifts, or then they turn around and claim that you don't give your kids enough gifts. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, which is it?
But they're not taking into account the gifts that they get from, like, other family members and stuff, too.
Well, I mean, it's like...
But even still...
But, I mean, it's just weird, like, how some people will complain. It's just like, people are so different. It's like, I'm probably really loud right now, but whatever.
I think the wrapping paper is...
I don't know. It's just funny to me. Like, I don't care about that kind of stuff, so you can... We were... You know, you talked about school and stuff earlier. We were conditioned to have thick skin in our majors.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
when we were in college.
You can critique me all you want, okay? Like,
we were...
Guess what?
You're not going to make me... I heard what you said. Hold on. Stop for just a second. I don't know if they heard what you said. Yeah. So what he was saying is, when we were in school, meaning college, so we were both voice majors, okay? And he said we were conditioned. Hold on, you're moving that.
Well, I'm trying to... Okay.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
He said we were conditioned to have thick skin. And that is very true. So, when we were voice majors, you know, like in college you have quote-unquote dead day. We never had dead day. Which is like the day before your finals start. Like, there's no classes or anything, and the purpose is like so you could study and all that kind of stuff. We never had dead day because when you're a performance major, a music major, on dead day you have juries, which is whatever repertoire you're working on, whether you're an instrumentalist or a vocalist or whatever. You have to have it all prepared, and you go in for what's called your juries, where you go in front of the faculty with a list of all of your stuff, and they just call whatever piece on your repertoire they want to hear, and you have to perform it for them. And we had one prepared, right? Wasn't one prepared, then they called one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, or two, just whatever.
Sometimes two.
Sometimes two, depending on the time.
But then, it didn't just end there, but then they would be like, what is the translation of your song? Well, more than half of our songs were in a foreign language, so you would have to know the translation of each song. Then they would say, who is your composer and what are his dates?
Yeah, they would ask
you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and so it was nerve-wracking, but beyond
that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking
that was like, we would have rep class, where we would have to perform in front of like all of our peers, and then we also had recitals where we had to do like performances and stuff like that. But rep class, everybody that was in the room watching you had a paper for you, and they would critique you. But you develop, well, I don't know that I ever developed thick skin. He maybe did. I don't know if I ever did. Did I develop thick skin?
I'll probably say you have thicker skin than what you did back then.
When you're a mom of 6.
Yeah. You know?
I don't know. I'm a very sensitive person, so.
You are.
Yeah.
But that's a good trait of yours. You have empathy. Unlike some people.
I'm an empath for sure. Who's some people? You talking about yourself? Or maybe that goes on the outside.
I know, that's why.
Okay.
So I said I screwed that one up, but then I don't know. I just did a lot of things wrong on that last gift. So maybe I'll use it for something else.
I'm trying to pay attention to how much time we have on our little SD card up there. So we might be running out of time because we've been a little bit long-winded.
Us? I'm a man of very few words.
It's difficult for me to talk and do this at the same time.
Which is weird because you should be able to multitask a lot better than me.
I typically am a multitasker.
But right now, no offense, but...
That goes on the outside.
Oh. It's confusing. I was like, why do you care? But
If y'all watch the World Cup,
which you probably didn't.
if y'all watch the World Cup,
What are you trying to say? Sorry. I told you I needed your help. I'm falling apart.
okay.
My
Every
wrapping.
now and then I fall
You're just gonna-
apart.
I was.
And we have like a minute.
1 minute. Okay.
On the SD
so
card.
we need to say goodbye.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to record all the rapping.
Goodbye.
Avita saying good night. Good night. No.
Anyway, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes. Yeah. And have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.